And we are back with another episode of Control, continuing where the last episode left off. We did not listen to the hotline, so we're going to do that now. I'm pretty sure it was this one.
So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege to steer the Bureau into dangerous waters and safely out again. To inspire and lead its people, to protect them. The board is there to advise you, but they want things in return. You hold all this in your old, trembling hands. I had to lose everything before I could see the Bureau is the director's life. There's no room for anything else. If the forces contained here escaped, we'd be dragged back into an age of superstition, terror, death. Assuming you think we ever really left that behind. Any emergency, any major containment breach, and the lockdown goes into effect. I implemented this security measure in my first years as director. I knew we were vulnerable. I'd personally seen the cost of sloppiness. I made sure the internal lockdown could only be lifted by a directorial override, only to be used when the director is confident the sectors are safe to be opened again. This way, the director is the last line of defense. And if I screw up, it's on me, and me alone.
Okay. So, if you've been watching the previous videos, I have no idea why it likes to lag behind a few seconds. But I'm trying to fix that. It's nothing wrong with my PC. I think it's a game issue right now, but...
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Yes, I did.
Let's talk. Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. He covered it up. No one believed me. I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more
Is the
about
audio
this
glitching?
being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan.
I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
You don't
Take turns to come for a visit.
You don't need a spidey sense to
I
feel
helped
that.
You owe me now.
What?
And when time comes, I will come calling.
Don't be a dick, Adi.
They're saying Trench was shot dead. The situation... It's getting worse.
I saw Trench and Darling arguing a couple weeks ago. Trench was
More hell. Oh, hell yeah.
furious.
Find Marshall. Really? What the hell? Do we gotta do this? I mean, whatever you say, game.
You don't think Darling... Don't.
God, if Darling fucking knows, which he probably does know. Just one sector down. But no, as I was saying, if any of you have been watching since the beginning, it's off and on. Sometimes it lags behind, sometimes it doesn't. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's a game problem, because my GPU and CPU are not running that high, so I don't know what's causing it. If anybody else is having similar issues, let me know, because that'd be great.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens.
Die. And then let's read all about it.
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Now, so what the hell were we supposed to read? Because I didn't see shit. You always look back through the video later, I guess. I just wanted to read it now. Oh, that looked painful. Damn, he's dead. Emergency call summary. Okay, emergency call. A possible AWE blank. In which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeal reality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE blank, which blank event is believed to have been caused by blank as a result of following measures blank have been taken to prevent. Sorry, that was a hiccup. Anything else? No. Oh dear God, why? What the hell? What are you doing? Oh, I haven't been here. What the hell? I thought I'd have. Well, now it's open. Dimensional research? God, I love this place.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them?
More lore. Astral plane. Counter essay. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the astral plane, an entity, or the directors, or the board, an entity or group of entities that we have information on, or that I am allowed to access. In certain reports, he states there's a clear link between these objects of power, the blank, and the astral plane and the oldest house itself. His work supposes that these links are innate, in fact, ingrained into the very blank of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to the blank, but had connection forced upon them? Is it strange that no other object's power requires such direct contact with the blank? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon of the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director, or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the blank is natural fact and not something more blank? Refer to file 623-9382.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway? Fuck. Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
Jesus Christ. Wait, now what the hell? Oh, the sniper's okay. Man, he went fucking nuts. The Bureau spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. S, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in this vicinity, creating an alternate item over time. A link was created by the blank and the astral plane to that item, making an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on the Earth as test by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an only threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through objects of power. I'll attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Refer to file 632-6498. Okay. Even more lore. Oh. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague, Dr. Harrington, has already contacted you asking for an increase in our department budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been a squeaky wheel. All fuss, but no results. Jesus Christ. Parakinesology, I think, has always been stronger. Department, more breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of a budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for our already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis.
We're not tracking your movements. We're listening to your conversations. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA.
Now let's hit dimensional research while we're here. I mean, shit. Half-Life me up, baby!
Possibly changing labyrinth. Can never pass through. Dimensional research.
What the hell? Whoa. No, no, no. You changing son of a bitch. No. Yeah, fuck. And then don't go through alternate dimensions. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, if you're quick enough, I bet. Well, aren't you an asshole?
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Okie dokie. So, with that, everybody, we're going to stop it here, folks. We ran out of time for this episode as usual. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully, y'all will stick around for the next one. Goodbye, everybody. See you later.